Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to do a playoff preview. How will the standings look like as of today? We're going to take a look at the standings and see who would be in the playoffs as the playoffs start now, and who would I think will go to the Stanley Cup. We're also going to do a quick game recap for the past couple of days, a quick look at the standings, and a quick look ahead to the games that are going to be happening over the next couple of days. We'll get to all that coming up right now. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here at the NHL Talking Channel. Before we begin this video, don't forget to like this video and subscribe down below. Thank you for all of your support. I would never been able to do it without you guys, so don't forget to subscribe so we can hit 250 subscribers. Now, as usual, I'm going to start off by doing a quick game recap for the past couple of days. Just going to quickly go off on all the games that happened over the past couple of days. We had 11 games on Thursday, 4 games yesterday on Friday. On Thursday, we had the Buffalo Sabres down the Chicago Blackhawks 3-0, winning their 5th straight game, improved in 20-21-4, dropping the Blackhawks to 13-30-2. It's not great stuff there for the Blackhawks, but a huge win there for Buffalo, who had 2 assists from Ryan Johnson, and Dolly and Patrick and Jurgensen's also scored. Then we saw the Washington Capitals beat the St. Louis Blues 5-2. Very good win for the Capitals to improve to 22-15-6, while the Blues, who have now lost 3 straight, dropped to 21-20-2. It's not great stuff there for St. Louis. Oshie had a hat trick, Strome had a goal and an assist, Pacioretty and Carlson both had 2 assists, and Albuquerque Bell also scored for the Capitals, while Walker scored both goals for the Blues in the loss. Not great stuff there for St. Louis. Then we saw the Philadelphia Flyers come out and absolutely destroy the Dallas Stars 5-1, including this fantastic goal here from Owen Tippett. It was a really great goal. It was credit to Sportsnet, but really great goal there from Tippett to extend the Flyers' lead and help them win their 5th straight, improving to 25-14-6, dropping the Stars to 26-13-5. Tippett scored twice. Frost had 2 assists, and Lawton, Atkinson, Walker also scored for the Flyers, while Seguin was the lone goal scorer for the Stars. Then we saw the Tampa Bay Lightning score 3 consecutive goals twice and beat the Minnesota Wild 7-3. Very good win there to win their 4th in a row and improved to 23-17-5, dropping the Minnesota Wild to 18-21-5. So really good stuff there for the Tampa Bay Lightning. For Tampa, Hedman had 4 point nights, a goal and 3 assists. Cirelli 2 goals, 8 assists, point, a goal, 2 assists, and Kucherov 3 assists, all had 3 point nights. And Isamont Morella, who has scored his first career NHL goal, and Stamkos also scored for Wolves in the win, while Middleton had 3 point nights, a goal and 2 assists. Rossi had a goal and 8 assists, and Eriksson also scored for the Wild in the loss. Not great game there from the Wild, who have lost their 5th in a row and dropped to 18-21-5. Then we saw the Bruins beat up the Colorado Avalanche, game between 2 of the best teams in the NHL. Bruins extend their point streak to 7 and are up to 27-8-9. Avalanche dropped to 29-14-3. So not great stuff there for Colorado. For Boston, Pasternak had a hat trick, DeBrusk had a goal and assist, Coyle had 2 assists, and Alco also scored in the win. While for the Avalanche, Wood and McKinnon were 2 goal scorers in the loss. Not great stuff there from the Avalanche. Then we saw the Ottawa Senators finally have a really dominant game, beating the Montreal Canadiens 6-2, improving to 16-24-0, dropping the Canadiens to 19-19-7. So really good stuff there for Ottawa. Schutz had a 3 point nights, a goal and 2 assists. Kachuk and Kelly both had a goal and an assist. Zub had 2 assists, and Joseph Charter and Tarasenko also scored, while Caulfield and Pizzetta were 2 goal scorers for the Canadiens in the loss. Not great stuff there from the Canadiens. Then the Edmonton Oilers came back from down 2-0 to beat the Seattle Kraken 4-2, extend their winning streak to 12 games, and improved to 25-15-1. So really good stuff there for the Oilers, while the Kraken dropped to 19-17-9, and have now lost, I think, 3 straight games. For the Oilers, Draisaitl had 4 point nights, a goal and 3 assists. Vogel scored twice, Hammond had a goal and 8 assists, and Kane also had 2 assists. For the Kraken, McCann and Tolvanen were 2 goal scorers in the loss. For the Maple Leafs, they were able to come back and beat the Calgary Flames 4-3 to end their 4-game losing streak and improve to 22-13-8, ending the Flames' 4-game winning streak and dropping them to 21-19-5. So very good stuff there for the Flames. Matthews had a hat trick and a 4 point night with 3 goals and 8 assists. Nylander had 2 assists, and Marner also scored for the Leafs in the win, while Huberdeau had 2 assists, and Sharangovich, Kadri, and Mangiapane were 3 goal scorers in the loss. So not a great game there from the Flames. Then we saw Nashville Predators that beat the Kings 2-1 to improve to 25-19-1, while the Kings, who have now lost 10 of 11, dropped to 21-13-8. O'Reilly had a goal and 8 assists. Nyquist also scored for the Predators, while Dalio was a lone goal scorer in the loss for the LA Kings. Not great stuff there for LA, who dropped in the standings. Then we saw the Vancouver Canucks beat the Arizona Coyotes 2-1. Very good win for the Canucks, who were first team to 30 wins with a 30-11-4 record. Pedersen and Joshua were 2 goal scorers in the win for Vancouver, while Dermott was a lone goal scorer for Coyotes in the loss. Not great stuff there for Arizona. Then we saw the Vegas Golden Knights beat the New York Rangers 5-1 to improve to 26-14-5, dropping the Rangers to 28-14-2. So not great stuff there for the Rangers. We saw Barshev scored twice, Marchessault and Howden both have a goal and an assist. Roy and Strome both had 2 assists, and Kolesar also scored for Knights in the win, while Zibanejad was the lone goal scorer for Rangers in the loss. So those were the 11 games that happened on Thursday. Going to 4 games that happened on Friday. First, the New Jersey Devils were able to beat the Columbus Blue Jackets 4-1, scoring 4 straight goals to improve to 23-17-3 on the year, dropping the Jackets to 14-22-9. Marino, Bastian, Holtz, and Hischier were 4 goal scorers for the Devils in the win, while Sillinger was a lone goal scorer for Jackets in the loss. Nuggets up there for Columbus. Then we saw the Canadiens break a third period tie and beat the Red Wings 4-2. Very good win there for Carolina, who improved to 25-14-5, dropping the Wings to 23-17-5. So really good stuff there for Carolina. Necas, Aho, and Svechnikov all had a goal and an assist. Bunting had 2 assists, and Martinic also scored for Canes in the win, while Compher and Costin were 2 goal scorers for Red Wings in the loss. Not great stuff there for Red Wings, who had their point streak end. Then we saw the Minnesota Wild score 5 power play goals to beat the Florida Panthers 6-4 to improve to 19-21-5. Kaprizov, who had 2 goals and an assist, and Faber, who had a goal, 2 assists, both have 3-point nights. Hartman scored twice. Zuccarello had a goal and an assist, and Eriksson, Ek, and Boldy both added 2 assists for Wild in the win, while Ekblad had a 4-point night with a goal and 3 assists. Lindell had a goal and an assist, and Lewis Drinen and Forsling also scored for the Panthers, so have now lost 4 in a row. So not great stuff there for Florida. And then we saw the Blackhawks blowing a 2-goal lead to beat the New York Islanders 4-3 in overtime. Very good win there to improve to 14-30-2, dropping the Islanders to their 4th loss in a row at 19-15-11. Kachuk, Anderson, and Jones, who had the OT winner, all had a goal and an assist, while Dickinson had a goal and 2 assists for the Hawks in the win, while Palmieri had a goal and an assist, Dobson had 2 assists, and Horvat and Nelson both also scored for the Islanders in the overtime loss. Not great game there from the New York Islanders. So those are the 4 games that happened yesterday on Friday. Not really great stuff there, but still, it was a really great win there for the Chicago Blackhawks. But those are the 4 games that happened on Friday and the 11 games that happened on Thursday. Going over to a quick game preview here for the next 3 days of game action. There are 12 games that are happening today. Already in progress are 2 games. We have the Tampa Bay Lightning taking on the Buffalo Sabres. Lightning trying to win their 5th straight, I think, if I'm correct. Sabres trying to finally get back up to 500, so that'll be an interesting game. Flyers will take on the Avalanche. Avalanche trying to hit the 30-win mark. Flyers trying to keep pace for the top spot in the Metro Division. Then at 12 p.m. Pacific time, we have the Preds take on the Coyotes. Coyotes trying to keep pace with the Preds for the playoff spots, and the Jets take on the Senators. Senators trying to get closer to the 500 mark. Jets trying to keep pace for top spot in the league. And then at 4 p.m. Pacific time, there are 3 games. The Canadiens take on the Bruins. Canadiens are going to try and get back above 500. Bruins trying to keep ahead of teams like the Panthers for top spots in the Atlantic Division. Devils take on the Stars. Stars trying to keep pace with the Avs and Jets for top spot in the Central. Devils trying to keep pace for wildcard spots. Then the Canucks take on the Maple Leafs. Toronto Maple Leafs trying to get back-to-back wins, taking the Canucks team is trying to keep top spot in the NHL. Then you have the Caps and the Blues, rematch of, I think, Thursday's game. Capitals trying to win back-to-back games over the Blues. Blues trying to get revenge after losing by 3 goals last game, so that'll be an interesting game. At 7 p.m. Pacific time, there are 3 games, including the Battle of Alberta, as the Oilers take on the Flames. Oilers trying to improve in the standings and get closer and closer to Vancouver for top spots in the Pacific Division. Flames trying to keep ahead and win another one after losing to Toronto. Ducks take on the Sharks, the 2 worst teams in the Pacific Division play. The Penguins take on the Golden Knights. Knights trying to keep pace with Vancouver for top spot in the Pacific. Penguins looking to try and keep pace for a playoff spot. And then the Rangers take on the LA Kings at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. Rangers trying to look for a win after a bad loss to Vegas. Kings trying to look for a win to sort of end this sort of poor streak that they've been on over the past little while. So those are going to be some interesting games over the next little while. Then at 10 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow, the Flyers take on the Senators. Flyers looking for back-to-back wins. Sens looking to try and creep closer to 500. At 2 p.m. Pacific time, the Wild take on the Canes. The Canes looking to try and improve in the Metro Division standings and keep pace for the Rangers for top spots in the Metro Division, while looking to try and get closer to 500. Then at 4 p.m. Pacific time, the Bolts take on the Red Wings. That's going to be a big game. Both teams are just on the outside looking in on a playoff spot, so both teams are going to be looking for a huge win there. Stars take on the Islanders. Islanders trying to end their losing streak. Stars looking for back-to-back wins to get them closer to Colorado and Winnipeg. Rangers take on the Ducks at 5:30. Ducks trying to get back-to-back wins over the Sharks and the Rangers. Rangers trying to beat the Ducks and the Kings, so that'll be an interesting one to see. And then we saw the Maple Leafs take on the Kraken at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Kraken looking to try and keep pace for a wildcard spot. Leafs trying to keep ahead of teams like the Bolts and the Red Wings for a top 3 spot in the Atlantic. Then there are also 6 games on Monday. At 4 p.m. Pacific time, Devils take on Golden Knights. Knights trying to keep pace with Vancouver for top spot in the Pacific. Devils trying to keep pace for playoff spots. Jets take on Bruins. Jets and Bruins are two of the best teams in the NHL, so that'll be an interesting game. At 5 p.m. Pacific time, Panthers take on Predators. Panthers trying to keep pace with Boston. Predators trying to keep pace for a wildcard spot. Then at 6 p.m. Pacific time, Penguins take on Coyotes. Both teams trying to keep pace for a wildcard spot. And at 7 p.m. Pacific time, Canucks take on Blackhawks. Canucks trying to really get a huge win to improve in the standings, taking on a Hawks team is trying to continue to play upset as they're one of the lower teams in the NHL. Same thing with San Jose, who plays LA later that day at 7:30. San Jose is looking for a huge win. LA trying to keep ahead of teams like Edmonton, Seattle, and Calgary for a top-end spot in the Pacific Division. So those are the game previews for the next few days of game action. And now here's a look at the standings as of January 20th, 2024 via points percentage, in which I'm going to sort of do my playoff preview here. So that's the last thing I'm going to be doing today. So if you look at the playoff preview via points percentage, here's the way the standings look like here. You have the Boston Bruins leading the Atlantic Division with a 716 points percentage, followed by Florida with a 644 and Toronto with a 605. You have the Rangers leading the Metro with a 659 points percentage, followed by Carolina with a 625 and Philly with a 622. The two wildcard teams currently at Capitals at 581 and the Penguins at 571, and the teams out of the playoffs right now are New Jersey Devils with a 570, both Tampa and Detroit with a 567, both the Islanders at 544, the Canadiens at 500, the Sabres at 489, the Jackets at 411, and the Senators at 400. And those are teams out of the playoffs right now. If you look at the western side of things, you have the Jets at 721 points percentage. They're followed by the 663 points percentage Avalanche and the 648 Dallas Stars. In the Pacific, you have the 711 Vancouver Canucks ahead of the Vegas Golden Knights, who are at 633, and the Oilers are at 622. Then you have the two wildcard teams, the 595 point percentage LA Kings and the 567 Nashville Predators. And the teams on the outside looking in are currently the 523 Arizona Coyotes, 522 Flames and Kraken, 512 Blues, 478 Wild, and then 352 Ducks, 326 Hawks, and 267 Sharks. And those are teams out of the playoffs right now, looking in the western side. So if you apply the playoff standings as of right now via points percentage wise, if the playoffs were to start today, the Jets would host the Predators, the Canucks would host the Kings, the Golden Knights would host the Oilers, and the Avalanche would host the Stars. The Bruins would host the Penguins, the Rangers would host the Capitals, the Canes would host the Flyers, and the Panthers would host the Maple Leafs. So if you took all these series right now, if you look at the East, here will be my predictions. If you had the Bruins taking on the Penguins, I'll probably say Bruins end up winning that one, probably in like 5 or 6 games. The Penguins are a really good team. I'm not sure if they have enough firepower to be a team like the Boston Bruins. You had the Rangers taking on the Capitals. I'll probably say Rangers win that one. Caps can't score, and Shesterkin's fantastic, so just because of that, I think the Rangers will definitely be able to win. I know they have a really good goaltender in Lindgren and Kumper, but I think that the Rangers have enough firepower to beat the Capitals in probably like 4 or 5 games. The Canes and Flyers will be a really good, interesting matchup. I would actually think that the Flyers stand a really good chance to win that series, probably in 7, just given the fact they have Carter Hart and they have a really good goaltender, and they play a playoff-style hockey, so I can see them benefit from being a team who winds up getting in, although I'm still not sure if they will get in. Then you also have the Panthers and the Leafs. The way the Leafs are playing right now, and their holes in the blue line and in goal, I'll probably say the Panthers win that one just in 5 or 6 games, given the fact that I think the Panthers will be able to do that. So then you have second round matchups, so Florida, Boston, and New York, Philly. I'll probably say Florida upsets Boston again. I know Boston's been the leaders in this year, but Florida's look fantastic. They look like a really good team. I'll probably say they win. Rangers and Flyers, I think the Rangers probably have the better goaltender, probably a little more complete offense. I think it'll be a team with a little bit more playoff prepared, so I'll probably say the Rangers win, so that'll lead a conference final of Rangers and Panthers. If you go over to the western side, you have the Winnipeg and Nashville. Both these teams are really good, and not teams that will be overly expecting themselves to play each other in the first round of the matchup at the beginning of the season. Jets, I think, are a really good team. Preds are a really good team too. They both have really good goaltenders. They both have really top to bottom end offenses, which is really good. The Preds may have a little bit of an edge defensively, but I think with the amount of really good offensive weapons the Jets have, I would probably say the Jets win this series in 5 or 6 games. For the Canucks and the Kings, that's actually a really good series. Both these teams are really good. The Kings are physical, really big, hard to play against. The Canucks are a really fast and explosive team. Both teams have really good offenses, but because of Demko, I think he's an upgrade over Talbot, and I think the Canucks have a little more of a complete blue line at this point in time over the Kings. I would probably say the Canucks win in a 6 or 7 game series. That would be a really good series, but I think the Canucks will be able to get away with a win. Golden Knights and Oilers, I would probably say the Golden Knights win again. I know the Oilers fans would probably hate to hear that, but the Golden Knights are a team who I think I've shown in the past they can really do good stuff to win in the playoffs, and I think that this Golden Knights team still has what it takes. Even if they're a little bit banged up going into the playoffs, I think showed last year that the playoffs are a whole different beast than the regular season, and the Oilers were just not able to get anything going. I know they're on a 12-game winning streak right now, but I would still pick the Knights to probably win a 6 or 7 game series over the Oilers. And then I'd also say that in a battle between the Avs and the Stars, I would pick the Stars. I know the Avalanche are a really good team, and this will be a hard fought-out 7-game series, but in my opinion, I think the Stars will definitely be a really good win over the Avalanche. I think they'll have a little bit of a better goaltender, plus Georgiev's playing a ton right now, so they probably wouldn't wear him out by the playoffs. You also have a really good D-core. Both these D-cores stack up pretty good, and they both also have pretty good forward groups, so I think I'll just give the edge to the Stars. So if that's true, then you have the Stars and the Jets, and the Golden Knights and the Canucks. At that point, I'd probably take the Stars over the Jets. Like I said, they're a little more battle-tested, and I think that they would be a really good thing, but to see the Jets get that far will probably be pretty good. I'll probably think it would be a 6 or 7 game series. Knights and Canucks, I'll probably say Canucks beat the Knights, just given the fact that I think they have a lot of good offensive talent once again, the better goaltender, and I think they'll be able to beat up the Golden Knights. I think they'll definitely be able to take down the Knights. So if you have the Canucks taking on the Stars in that Western Conference final, you have the Rangers taking on the Panthers in that Eastern Conference final, I'll probably say the Rangers and Stars win, just given the fact that I think that the Rangers have a little more of a complete team right now than Florida, so they prevent them from going to back-to-back Stanley Cup finals, and the Rangers I think would probably win in 6 or 7. And if you look at the Canucks and the Stars, I think both teams look really good. Both teams have elite level goaltenders. Both teams have pretty solid top and bottom and forward groups. I would probably say that there's a little bit of an edge on the defensive end to the Stars. I think they have a little more of a complete blue line, but at this point, I'll probably say Dallas. So I'm saying Dallas and the Rangers at this point in time will be my Stanley Cup final prediction. And if they were to go in this playoffs, I'll probably say that all Stars win it in probably 6 games. So that's currently my playoff prediction as of right now, with the way the standings shape up as of January 20th, 2024. I'll do another one of these videos in a couple of weeks. I'll probably do one of these videos just a couple of days after. It's exactly a couple of months until the season ends, for the next couple of months until the video after the season actually ends, in which case I'll do my actual playoff preview. But for time being, with the standings like that right now, those who I would probably pick to go to the Stanley Cup final. A Stars Rangers Stanley Cup final, in which the Stars are the Stanley Cup champions. So I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on all this down in the comment section below. That's all I'm going to talk about today. Which of the games over the past couple of days were most intriguing to you? Was it some of the games that happened on Thursday or Friday? Definitely love to hear your guys' thoughts on that. Which games are you most looking forward to over the next 3 days? And are you surprised by anything in the standings? And who do you think will go to the standings if the playoffs were to start today? Carolina, Philadelphia, the Rangers, Panthers, Leafs, Avs, Stars, Jets, Canucks, Golden Knights, Oilers. Definitely love to hear your guys' thoughts on who you think will be going to the playoffs down in the comment section below. That's what I'm going to talk about for today. Remember to like this video, and if you're really like to subscribe down below. Thank you for all your support. I would never be able to do without you guys, so don't forget to subscribe so we can get 250 subscribers. Also a blog talking about news, rumors, analysis, stuff like that. So if you check that out, I've linked it in the description below, and I can't wait to see you guys all for next video. See you guys soon.